Hi, everybody. This is Rebecca Green, the Director of Instructional Technology at Anahuac ISD, and I wanted to make a quick little video to show you how the virtual learning and the virtual at-home learning would actually work for middle school and high school students. So I am in Google Classroom, and I'm going to click on my teacher's class. So let's say I'm in first period, or I need to do my first period's work. Your students can do this in two different ways. The first way can be synchronous, which is where they're actually going to be learning while the other students in that class are learning as well. So I'm going to show you how that would work first. So if I am a student and I need to go to my first or second period, it doesn't matter, whatever class period they're in. So I click open that classroom. And this is the same time that that teacher is going to be giving a lesson. Always click classwork. Classwork is very organized, and it's an easier way to see your assignments and all of the different links or resources that you need. On the stream, it's kind of like a Facebook, if you would want to think about it that way, and everything's just posted just the way that the time that teacher posted it. There's no organization, so you might be searching for a while. So you will click classwork, and then your students will have classes that look, or they'll have assignments and the whole classroom set up the way this is. So you'll be able to see the first 6 weeks, week 1. So they'll come in Monday 1. You have 4 steps, maybe 5 sometimes, but you'll have 4 steps for sure every time. The first step is always going to be your check-in. So they will open it up, and they will need to check in and tell the teacher how they're feeling today. If they need to contact a counselor, their information is down here at the bottom. It will always be there for you or for your student as well. And then as soon as you click submit after they have filled it all in, then they are then marked present. After that, the next thing that they need to do is they need to do Monday 2, which is the lesson. Now this is synchronous, so this is the same time. This is a live lesson. So they'll open it up. Whenever they're opening it up, they're only going to see this link first. So they're going to follow the live instructions. This one probably won't be posted yet. So the live instruction says click on the class video meeting link to below. Class video meeting. So I click it, and then it's going to tell me to participate in class. When I open this, it's going to take me to Google Meet. They will click Join Now, and then once they do that, they will be joined by their classmates that are on campus. They'll be joined by their teacher, and they'll be able to hear what the teacher is saying. They'll be able to hear what their classmates are saying, maybe asking, but they'll also get instructions on their assignment. So that is what that does. And so they can end it after they're done, after the lesson's over. Close it out. So that's it. If they do this and they attend the class live or synchronous, they do not have to do this video, because this video is going to be the same thing that they received here, that same material, that same lesson. They do not have to do this. Then they'll move on to Monday 3, which is some kind of assignment. Now, when I click this open, the instructions are going to be simple every single time. It's going to be something like this. Click the link below. Follow the instructions given in Monday 2, that lesson. And here's the reason why. We want to make sure that your students are not going to just be doing assignments and not getting that instruction. While they could figure out a lot of this by going through that assignment, we want to ensure that our teachers are able to give your students that wonderful instruction, that quality instruction that they're going to need to be able to understand that content and then be able to apply it and then even be challenged with it. So we want them to watch that video, so they're not going to receive all the information for that assignment until they either watch the video later, or they're synchronous and they're watching it live with their class. So maybe they'll have a link, or maybe they'll have a resource here. They might have nothing and they'll have to upload something. But that is where all that will happen. It will be Monday 3 in the assignment. Okay. Monday 4 is going to be feedback and reteaching. When I open this, it's going to be another Google Meet. And in this Google Meet, they're going to click on it at a certain time. Now, this might be in at early morning tutorials. This might be after school. This might be during conference period for that teacher. So they will tell you when you'll be available, when they will be available for reteaching any concepts that were maybe misunderstood, or students are having a hard time with, or even they did their assignment and they want feedback from that assignment or from the previous day's assignment. So that's what that Google Meet is going to be. Then after that, they're done for the day. Then you'll have your next day's work will not be on there until 8 o'clock the next morning. So now it's Tuesday, and now I have all of my assignment, all of my different steps for Tuesday. They're going to be in the same order, 1, 2, 3, 4, sometimes maybe 5, but if there's no 5, then you don't do that 5. And that 5 would just be some extra support if it's needed for that lesson. But it's going to be the same check-in, the lesson. You'll have 2 options. So this is what it'll look like whenever they're doing it live. They don't have this recorded instructions. So that's why number 1 says at the end, when posted. Right now it's not posted because that lesson hasn't happened yet, so it couldn't be recorded. So they will just meet with their teacher with Google Meet. When they're meeting with their teacher with Google Meet, they will need to have their video on, their mic muted until they're interacting. That way it's not a whole bunch of feedback with different people joining at the same time. So the only difference, if you were doing it asynchronously, if you were doing it not live, so you missed it for whatever reason, and you need to go back and you need to watch that lesson, watch that video, you will simply click on the lesson and you'll click the Ed Puzzle. It's going to be an Ed Puzzle, and here's what it's going to look like. So it's going to be the video. Now, this was something I did I wasn't teaching it live. I was just making a sample. And all these places are different questions because the teachers are going to want that interactive piece, but they can't get it because it's asynchronous. So them asking these questions, the teachers can go back and look at those responses and say, I really need to get with this student because I think I need to talk to them to fix this misconception here, or I need to re-explain that a different way here. And also this prevents, they cannot go forward. I can't drag this and not watch it. I have to watch that video. And then at the very end is where they will give some kind of that assignment piece, those instructions for that assignment. So that is the only difference between synchronous, they get to watch it live, and then asynchronous. They will have to watch a recording, but they're still able to interact. And if you watch it synchronous or asynchronous, you still have that opportunity to meet with your teacher during the feedback and reteaching portion of it. So that, in a nutshell, is how it's going to look for your students for virtual learning. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask your student's teacher, the principals, or even myself. We are here for you. We're here to help you and your student and make this the best educational experience for them. And we are just so excited to be able to have some kind of school happening soon.